Hi all, Elaine here from MRE Studio Designs, and I had someone ask me how I make the little logo pieces that I put on the back of my uh, pendants and etc. And what I do is I ordered a stamp from Cookie Cutters Gallery, and they sent me the stamp that I wanted, and it's very small, as you could see. They also sent me a larger one, but I usually use the smaller one. I'm assuming I probably at some time would probably use the larger one if I made larger pieces. I also use it as an ink stamp to stamp the inside of my boxes. And I did get both of them from Cookie Cutters Gallery. I'll leave the link below. And what I do is I just take a couple of pieces of scrap clay and I put some mica powder on there. I have the silver and the gold. So, and I do suggest when you do this to put some mica powder on it first so that your stamp does not stick to your clay. And because if it gets into the little crevices, let me tell you, it's hard to get it out. So having the mica powder on the clay first definitely helps so that it does not stick. We're just going to brush off the excess. On that one, clean the brush off. Put this one away. And some of the gold. I have an air bubble in there. I'll pick that up. Put that down so there's no air bubble. There we go. Okay. Take my other brush and we're going to just brush the excess off. And when you're using mica powder, you really should wear a mask. This stuff just gets all over the place. Okay. You don't want to breathe it in. So what I would do is just take my stamp, and of course it would help if it's not upside down. Make some impressions. Now, I also found that when you're using your stamp and you want to stamp it directly onto the back of a piece without having to have a cutout on top of it, if you need it to be very, very flat, sometimes if you use resin, you really don't see the same color on the same color. So if you take some mica powder and dip your stamp into the mica powder first, brushing most of it off, and then stamp it. Not only it doesn't stick, but then you also have a accent color on there, and you could see your logo a lot better. Especially if you're using resin on top of it. It has a tendency, if you do, especially with black, if you stamp the black and then you resin over it, more than likely you won't even see it. Okay, so once I do that, then I just cut them out. I have a little cutter here that just fits around it. And I cut them out. just like so. And then I bake them. Then they'll be ready to go. Now, if you want to get a little more fancier with them, you can always just like put little dots in it so it looks like it's basically really stuck to your piece. Now, if you want to, you can pick them up at this point and clean up your edges first, or you can do it after they're baked. Basically, that's it. They'll pop them in the oven and they'll be ready to go for whenever I need them. And that's what I do. Now, I will leave, as I said, I'll leave the link where I got my stamp from. And this was a very short video. Someone had requested it. Okay, so here are the finished products. And I will be honest with you, the reason I started making my logos separate is because I have a tendency to become impatient. And by the time I'm done with a project, I forget to put my logo on it. So I have these ready to go so that I don't forget to put them on my pieces, especially those that are my own designs. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thank you.